Just a little bit about me. I am a social media manager for SERVPRO. I'm also a media management manager with NMG Media Group out of LA. And my job, fortunately for me, can be digital and done anywhere, which is pretty awesome. And I'm just here today to give you my 5 best advice. They're the 5 things that I tell everyone. If you stop me on the street, I'm going to give you the same 5 things every time, and they're all free. It's easy. It is the bare minimum to grow your page. And I made a cute little slideshow. Let me share it quick right here. Can you guys see it?
There we go.
Awesome.
Great.
So I absolutely love my job. So any questions at all, I'd love to tell you. I've had Facebook for 15 years. I was one of the first people. I was down in Georgia, near Georgia Tech when it started. I was real fortunate. I've had an Instagram for around 10, which is as long as it's been founded as well. So I've been using these platforms since the beginning. My number 1 tip is to daily post. You need to make something every day. And I don't care what it is. It can be a picture of you. It can be about your business. It can be an item. It can be a meme. But for Facebook and Instagram and Twitter to show your content to numerous clients, you have to post every day. Otherwise, it thinks you're an abandoned page. It's not going to give you, any traction if they think that you're not a daily poster. My second step is you need a platform to do multiple posts. So I make a picture, real simple. It's going to say SERVPRO of Winston-Salem North. It's going to have mold on it. I either go to Hootsuite, which is my favorite, Buffer, Sprout. There's a lot of them, and you can find them all over. They're all free. And with one click, it's going to post it to Facebook. It's going to post it to Instagram, and it's going to post it to Twitter. I only have to do it one time instead of going to each web page, which is going to take up a lot of your time, especially if you are very busy as a business owner. You don't have a lot of time. You have a lot of other things going on in that day. I really like Hootsuite because you can schedule your posts. So once a week, you can say on Mondays, I'm going to make 5 posts, maybe 7, and then I'm going to schedule them so that you don't have to think about your social media for the rest of the week. You don't have to make the content. You don't have to do any of that. It's already ready to go. I do a month at a time. I'll block out a whole week and I will schedule the whole month. And then, you know what? I can worry about next month. My step 3 is content. A lot of people struggle with making their stuff look professional, and it doesn't have to be professional, but if you'd like it to look a little more polished, these are the 3 places that I tell people to go. It's Canva, it's Adobe Spark, and it's PixArt. I really like Adobe Spark. They have a free, but I use the paid because I also have Photoshop, and I have the whole Adobe suite, which, in my field of work I need, but you don't necessarily need it. You can use the free, works fine. And what these things do is they just make it, you can see in the pictures. It's usually just a drag and drop. I take a picture, I'm a restaurant, I take a picture of a burger and that burger looks fabulous. But I can go and I can add a background to it and I can pop some word art in it and I can make it just look amazing and then schedule that on my social media. These just clean it up. Or say a holiday's coming up and I have no idea what to post. They've got templates. They'll switch it up, change it up, make it your own, but they have templates to make it real easy. Number 4 is you need to engage your customers. And I made 10% really big here, mainly because Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter only share your content to 10% of your followers. That only changes if you pay for it. There is no way around it. That is the rules. So the way to change it, the way to get your content to show more, is to get people to comment. So I'll ask pizza, it's National Pizza Day. You know, I'll ask people, where's your favorite pizza place? I'm starving. Where do I go eat? Somebody's gonna leave me a comment. And that just kicked it up a percentage. All those people are gonna see, hey, my friend left a comment on this page. What's going on? And then somebody else is gonna leave a comment. You have to make something engaging, and it's as simple as asking a question or tagging somebody. You know, we had, you know, a relatively well-known person come to the store today. Take a picture, tag them. And then all of their people get seen, all of your people get seen, you've bumped up to 20%. And my last thing is you really have to partner with friends. Social media, the algorithm is designed for interaction. If you call somebody down the road and you're like, hey, if you like all my posts, I'll like all your posts. It's that simple. Or, hey, I'm gonna share, you know, some quick tips on, you know, how to refurbish your bathroom. You're a tile company, will you share this for me? And then the tile company goes, sure. Well, cool. Will you share, you know, my top 5 tile posts? It really is, that's some of my best way to get things seen, is I bounce back between the JCs and SERVPRO. SERVPRO likes to be involved in the community. The JCs like to be involved in the community. Both of them will share each other's posts. It's real simple. It just, you know, you just have to reach out and ask people. Worst case scenario, they're going to tell you no. And you're going to go, okay. And you move on to the next person. I hear no a lot. I'm used to it. I'll just go to the next person. Another great way to engage with your community and to get your posts seen is to create events like this one. You might reach people that aren't interested in seeing pretty pictures, but want human interaction. Create an event. Online events are doing great right now, you know, because of COVID. Holding contests. So we'll do I have a SERVPRO duck, and I will go put it somewhere in Winston, and I'll put up a picture saying, hey, where's the duck at? $5 Starbucks coupon. It's $5, you know, and people will guess all up and down every day. Sometimes they get it right away. But and they'll share it. It's a contest. You know, they want people to definitely engage. And that's just my top 5. What is the percentage increase when you pay for it? So it depends on how much you pay. What Facebook has is called the Facebook lottery. And I went to actually a class hosted by Facebook to learn this. So everybody in your industry places an ad. And you say, I'll pay $5. And they say, well, I'll pay $6. And then the other person will be like, well, I'll pay $15. And that's how they do their engagement. So I may only get a 5% bump because I'm only willing to pay 5. And somebody else is going to get a 10% bump because they're willing to pay more. It's kind of not fair, you know? I feel like everybody should have the same fee, but Facebook has to make its money some way, and that's just how it's going. All right. Landing pages. So I always make sure we have my SERVPRO email or my SERVPRO website somewhere, anywhere, always on any of those pages. But that's more of a website thing than a social media thing. Some people will Google, some people will Facebook, some people will Instagram, and they tend not to mix it up too much. Can you post too much? Yes, you actually can. I would not recommend posting more than 2 or 3 times a day. And all of those posts need to be different. One needs to be a picture, one needs to be a video, one needs to be a share. If you're posting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things, Facebook's gonna bury you. Instagram's gonna bury you. Twitter, it just gets lost in the feed because they're like, wow, this is a lot of crap. This is a lot of spam. We don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see SERVPRO 15 times in their webpage throughout the day. That's just the nature of it.
April, that's really good information. I know one question that I was going to ask is, so if I send something via Facebook to someone and ask them to share it, does that increase the views, obviously, right?
Yeah. Yes, it does. That's a share for share, or a like for like kind of thing. And it bumps it up. And so everybody that you shared it to, everybody they share it to, if anybody comments on their post from your page, that raises your engagement. It's
right.
Honestly, that's the quickest way to do it. And it can be as simple as once a week, ask your employees, hey, did you share anything from our page today?
Right.
And I do that. I'll walk around the office and I'll be like, hey, go share this. Just go share it. What's it going to cost you? Nobody cares. Just go share it for us.
Right. Joe asked that he's paid for Facebook to boost events and it helps his business. Do you recommend paying for boosting? I know we've done Facebook ads as well as at the chamber.
It depends on your event. It really does. It's very dependent on, are you doing a mixer like this? I wouldn't pay to boost this because it's already going to have an okay engagement.
Right.
If I was doing a ribbon cutting or a grand opening or anything like that, that's a little different. That's your brand new grand opening, big time event. I would boost that. And I would put a lot of money into boosting that. I've stopped judging my boosts by how many seen, you know, I now judge my boost by how many clicks. So if I spend $5
right.
and I got 10 clicks and one became a job,
yep,
that's money well spent to me. If I paid $100 and I got 1,000 clicks and I even got like 1 or 2 jobs, that's worth it to SERVPRO.
Preston asked, does the use of hashtags boost engagement? Are they not as useful as most people think they are?
Okay, don't use hashtags on Facebook. Don't use them. Facebook doesn't like hashtags. That's Instagram only. And it's hard to explain. So Instagram has some hashtags that are shadow banned recently. So if you include just one single hashtag that is, turned off, then your whole post gets shadow banned, which means nobody sees it.
Well, and for the novices who may be in the room, can you define what a hashtag is?
So hashtag is a quick search option on Instagram and Twitter. I use hashtags when I want to see specific things. So one I use a lot is hashtag, which is the £. That's what it is. It's the £, but whatever. And I do WSNC, Winston Salem, North Carolina. I do the abbreviations and I will go through and I'll spend 10 minutes clicking like on every single one of those photos.
Yeah.
That's just a quick way, and it just searches through all the photos and it only pulls those to me. And the new thing on Instagram is some of those hashtags are switched off. Either they've been overused or they don't like the term, or there's 3 million of these photos and they're like, use something else, move something else, and then you just get buried and not seen. If you're using Instagram and Twitter, use 10 hashtags at the least.